What can one missing persons case tell us about society? Today, we're looking at the Nancy Guthrie case, not to speculate about what happened or who may be responsible, but to examine how sociology helps us understand the public reaction, media coverage, and the institutions involved. Rather than focusing on theories or rumours, we'll explore what this case reveals about crime, inequality, ageing, and the role of media in modern society. Structural functionalism views society as a system made up of institutions that work together to maintain order. When Nancy Guthrie disappeared, multiple institutions responded. Law enforcement agencies coordinated the investigation, while news organisations informed the public and encouraged people to report any relevant information. Family members also played an important role by making public appeals and helping keep the attention on the case. From this perspective, these responses are part of society's effort to restore stability after a disruptive event. Conflict theory asks an important question: who gets society's attention? Because Nancy Guthrie is the mother of television journalist Savannah Guthrie, the case received widespread national media coverage. This raises a broader sociological question: would a similar case involving somebody without a public profile receive the same level of attention? Researchers have long discussed disparities in media coverage, including differences based on race, economic status, age, and celebrity connections. While every case is unique, sociology encourages to examine how public attention and resources may not always be distributed equally. Symbolic interactionism focuses on the meanings that people assign to events. As news reports spread, Nancy Guthrie became more than the subject of an investigation. She became, for many people, to represent the vulnerability of older adults and concerns about personal safety. At the time, social media users began discussing the case, sharing opinions and attempting to interpret very limited information, and these conversations helped shape public understanding even whilst the facts were still emerging. And this reminds us that people often construct meaning collectively through communication and shared interpretation. High-profile cases often become major news stories. Media coverage can have important benefits. It raises awareness and encourages witnesses to come forward, and it also keeps investigations out there in the public eye. However, extensive coverage can also create unintended consequences, whereby online speculation may spread misinformation or lead to accusations against people without evidence. That's why it's important to distinguish verified facts from rumours and allow investigators to follow the evidence. Nancy Guthrie's age also highlights important issues related to ageing. As populations grow older, societies increasingly face questions about how to protect older adults, support independent living, and reduce the risk of victimisation. This case reminds us that discussions about public safety often intersect with broader conversations about ageing, community responsibility, and social support systems. Sociologists argue that crime is not only a legal issue, but also a social one. The public's understanding of a case develops through interactions among investigators, journalists, family members, and community discussions. As new information becomes available, the story evolves and public perceptions evolve with it. This demonstrates that crime is shaped not only by what happens, but also by how society interprets and communicates those events. The Nancy Guthrie case serves as more than a criminal investigation. It also offers insight into how modern society responds to tragedy. It highlights the roles of institutions, media, public opinion, ageing, and inequality in shaping investigations and public discourse. Whatever the outcome of the investigation, this case reminds us that sociology helps us look beyond individual events and ask larger questions about how society functions and how people make sense of difficult situations. If you found this sociological perspective interesting, please consider subscribing for more evidence-based discussions exploring crime, society, and human behaviour. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.